Is it working yet? Almost. Almost. Hello? Yay, I think it's working. Bark. Hi. You guys hear and see me? Yay. Yay. Does yay mean yes? You guys can hear and see me? See? Yes? The beginning is always so awkward. Never changes. Hello. It's working. Yay. Hello. Hi. How's everybody doing today? I'm gonna let this thing get going a little bit. There's still a bunch of people coming in. Hello. Woof. Woof, bark. Ooh, why does that taste weird? I left that water bottle in the garage overnight and it tastes pretty weird. Hello. Hi. Oh, there's a lot of you coming in now. My fan on my laptop is speeding up. Hi. So how's everybody doing today? Good? I'm trying to work on the TT. Yesterday and today I've been trying to at least make a video on it. It's not working out too well. Obviously you guys can see I have a sling on my arm. I just bought this to kind of protect it so I can work on my car so I don't bump it again. Everyone is asking how it, I don't know how my elbow is. I didn't go to a doctor. I know I don't need to say go to a doctor. I know. I've just been kind of taking it easy and using my left arm to do all the work on my car. And I can still use my hand just fine though. So I'm just taking it easy. I don't want to make it worse. It's not getting that much better, but it's not getting any worse. So yeah. Did I ice it? Yeah, I've iced it twice. I iced it before I went to bed last night, and that actually helped this morning. It wasn't as stiff. So, hi. Hello. I don't know if I chipped the bone or not. I didn't get x-rays. I don't think I did. I think I just bruised like a ligament or something in there, because like I can still use my hand just fine. And it only hurts if I like hit that spot again. So I just don't want to take any chances because I am right-handed. So tequila helps. My nose is running. Go to a kung fu school and get some dit dajo. Dit dajo. It's a fun word to say. Dit dajo. Am I going to IFO in Phoenix? I don't know what that is. So no. I have to get this video finished and somehow up tomorrow. So that's my goal. I don't know how I'm going to. I'm trying to put the exhaust manifold back on the car. And for those of you that know the location of where that is in relation to everything else, it is not easy to get that hardware on there. There's one bolt in particular, one nut actually, that's like on the driver's side upper corner that there's absolutely zero way to get any sort of a wrench or a socket in there. I have no idea how I'm going to tighten it. I've been actually taking a punch and a hammer and sticking the punch in through a hole and just like trying to tap the top of the nut to turn it, but that I haven't figured out what I'm going to do with that yet. It's kind of a nightmare. You guys said something about that thing in Phoenix and then I started rambling. You probably told me what it was. I don't know. Import face off. There we go. No, I'm not going tomorrow. I would like to, but it's a long drive to Phoenix and back and I got a lot of stuff to do. And I just did a vlog video up in Phoenix and it did absolutely terrible on my channel. So those kind of videos don't do too well. And not that I really care, but those videos pay the bills. So I have to at least do stuff that you guys want to see, and going to events isn't something that you guys want to see clearly. So I gotta work my butt off some more on this car. crow's foot. Yeah, it's a 12 mil. And I've been searching my garage everywhere for my 12 mil crow's foot and I cannot find it. So I need to spend like 2 days just organizing all my tools in my garage, but the only problem is I don't have anywhere to fit them all, so the same problem will happen again within a day or two. So I haven't really bothered. Can I get a smaller diameter? It's not a matter of that, it's a matter of access to get a tool into there. There's actually a big pocket around where the net is at. It's just getting access to it with some way to tighten it is not possible. I ordered a flexible 1/4 inch drive extension. That should be here today or tomorrow or something. I think it might work. I don't know. It depends on the head portion that attaches to the socket, how much that sticks out. Because if it sticks out too far, it hits the inlet of the turbo. So it's really, really tricky. I don't remember how I got it off. I think when I got it off, I had the turbo half off, but the turbo is on now. So thank you, particle wave duality. What does that mean? You donated, but you didn't say anything, so now I'm going to ask you, what does particle wave duality mean? Enlighten us. The spotlight is on you now. It's probably like something obvious and I just don't know it, and now I feel like an idiot. Yeah, I think the Audi came with 13 mil on that before, and the copper nuts I bought are 12. Different manifold. Yeah, that's right. It's a different manifold. I shouldn't really have any effect on it though. The reason why I can't access it is there is a bracket for 2 hard coolant lines that run along the side of the cylinder head that go to the heater core, one of which has a crack in it and is bypassed right now. To remove that entire thing, I have to pull the intake manifold back off the car, which is a huge job that took like 2 days to do that last time. So I'm not trying to create 2 days more work to put one nut on there. I really don't know what I'm gonna do. Dual states of light physics, particles, and waves. Okay, so I don't have high enough of an education to understand that. So, thank you. I now feel dumb. Yeah, let me read some of these things. You liked the last video? I liked the last video too. It was really fun. It was fun to make. Vlog videos are fun to make. Period. No manifold on an electric vehicle. Electric vehicles are way too damn expensive unless you buy like a Prius. And I'm not gonna buy a Prius. That's not gonna happen. How's my elbow doing? I don't know. It doesn't hurt, so that's good. But there's still a really weird bump right where I smacked it. I thought at first it was my bone that was like broken and dislodged, but I was like, there's no way. Like I'd be in so much pain if that was true. So I don't know. I think it's a contusion, which is a fancy word for a bruise, I think. And it's just like fluid buildup. But the fluid buildup that's in my elbow, it's putting pressure on the ulnar nerve, which was making like the side of my hand get like weird feeling, and especially like right here. So that's what really scared me, because I don't want nerve damage in my right hand when I'm right-handed. So I don't know. I've been icing it, taking it easy, and I'll just leave it at that. I'm not going to talk about my hand anymore, my arm anymore though, so if you guys ask, you'll just have to go back to the beginning of the video, because I don't want the whole thing to be talking about my arm. Am I going to detail a TT? There's no point. The paint is destroyed on that car, and the seats are missing like that much leather on the seat cushion part, and there's foam gone. So there's no detailing that car. It either needs a paint job, a vinyl wrap, which I'm partially against doing, and new seats. What do I think of the new Kia Stinger? I love it. I love the Stinger. I haven't driven the GTS, but I've driven the Genesis G60 or G70, whatever it was. I think it was G70. I drove that. It's the same drivetrain, but I drove the 2-liter 4-cylinder Stinger, And I loved that car. It had so much personality, which is really hard to describe how, but I liked it. And they look good too. I don't have a boyfriend, so I will ask my imaginary boyfriend to rub my arm for me. I don't think rubbing it would make it feel better. Do an A10 Warthog wrap, but it's a German car, so I'd have to do a German aircraft. Hi from New Hampshire. Is it cold there yet? Have I driven a 911? No, I have not. Thank you, Sony. Will I polish the headlights again? No, I'm gonna wet sand them. I'm gonna wet sand them, and I have some Laminex film. I'm gonna put Laminex over them. Hi from Pakistan. Cold in the UK, original Hampshire. Funny. Will I sell the MR2? I don't want to. I don't plan on it. Kind of sucks. The MR2 has been sitting in storage now for over a month. And be interesting when I go to pull it out of storage once this thing gets pushed out of the driveway or driven out of the driveway, whatever happens first, to bring it back here. Hopefully it still runs and drives fine because it's just been sitting. What did I do in the Army? I was never in the Army. I was in the Air Force. Hello from Florida. Is it hot there right now? Thank you, Joram. It's not much, but I hope it helps towards the next project. Thank you. I need to finish the projects I have going right now before I even consider more projects. I gotta stop building old crap cars. That can't continue. Because, I mean, you've seen how long it's taken me to do this car and the MR2. And choosing to build cars like that is fun if you have a bunch of people or a large budget, which I do not have either. So I can't do any more old project cars after this car is done. It's not possible. I can't get them done fast enough, and then people just get tired of watching them. And I'm literally breaking myself to build these cars. So I'm not doing any more like that. If I do another project car, it'll be like either I start doing stuff to Forrester Gump, since it only has 40,000 miles on it and I've owned it since it was new and it's in perfect condition still, or I'll sell all my project cars and buy one newer car to work on. I don't know, but I want to work on cars where I'm not fixing stupid stuff, you know what I mean, like replacing gaskets and sensors and just wasting money on dumb stuff. I need a bigger shop. I do, really bad. What's going on in the Focus? It is just sitting in my driveway infested with spiders. So I'm no joke, I have to call an exterminator to have the Focus treated before I go to move it because it is that infested of spiders. So, yeah. More off-road reviews? You're definitely going to like what's sitting in my driveway right now then. I'm going to give you a clue. My patron supporters, I think, have a clue. Yeah, I gave a clue to my patron supporters. I have one car review shot already that I filmed last week that will be coming out this week. It's on a Lexus. And then the truck I have out in the driveway, I just gave you a clue, damn it. What I have out in the driveway will come out the week of SEMA. So I have a car review every week. I'm trying to make sure I have a car review for you guys every week. So I didn't have one this week. That's why I did the thing up in Phoenix. And I drove a bunch of different cars. So, yeah. What happened to the Audi A4? That was my ex-boyfriend's. And he sold it to one of his best friends from high school. And he has since put more work into that car. He's like redoing the interior. I believe he's doing body work on it right now. And the entire thing is getting repainted. And I think I was going to give him my KO4 that came off of that. So he can like rebuild it and swap out the KO3 that's on it to a KO4. So, but yeah, that car did not end up like going to crap. It's still, someone is still working on it. So it went to a good home. What's a 5-bean car? I don't know. I've never driven anything that fast. It would definitely be over 1,000 horsepower or like an electric supercar or something. Am I going to the LA Auto Show in November? No, I would like to though. Ever have a chance to review a Maserati? I've never had chance to. I don't get a lot of like luxury high-end cars. Somebody made a comment the other day and they called me budget car brunette. Because like supercar blondie, they called me budget car brunette. I was like, it's not my fault. I review what I have available, you know what I mean? I would love to drive some crazy expensive cars, but they're just not available to me, so. I didn't give the S10 5 beans. I've never given anything 5 beans. I think I gave it like 2.5 or 3. My first couple of car reviews, I didn't really have much to like establish my baseline. So I think the highest I gave was like I gave like a 4 bean on the Lingenfilter 720Z06 and that 800 wheel horsepower Evo. Those were like 4 bean and something else, I think, but yeah. Budget car brunette will stay more grounded. I don't want to be grounded. Can you please at least wave at the camera? That was a weird request. Okay. Can we hit 1,000 people? I think most people are, because it's Saturday midday, so most people are probably out. I did this live stream now because I want to make a lot of progress on this car before I turn into a pumpkin. So I don't really have a lot of work left, but the work I have left is super time consuming because it's super difficult to access stuff. And I probably spent already an hour today looking for tools. So there's a problem too. Blondes are over. I was blonde once. It damaged my hair. I won't do it again. Can I do a backflip on a trampoline? Yes. And into a pool I can do a backflip. I don't think I would attempt a backflip right now. I don't need to destroy anything else on me. So are spiders left as a, I don't know if spiders have hands. Ooh, look at that, we're 3 away from 1,000. That's exciting. Am I selling the MR2? I've had a lot of people make offers for the MR2, but I don't want to sell the MR2. The MR2 still needs some work. It's the suspension on that thing kind of makes me nervous. It's really sloppy. All the bushings on that thing are garbage. So it needs new bushings. The replacement struts I did on there kind of suck. So I would like to do, ooh, at the 1,000. Yay, there's 1,000 of you. That's so cool. We should say hi to one another in the thing. That's exciting. Sell a TT. I have no choice but to sell a TT. I know a lot of people are upset that I'm gonna sell a TT, but you gotta realize I don't have room for all these cars. So I have to play musical cars constantly because I just don't have parking space. And if cars just sit, they fall apart. So yeah, I wish I could have did some crazy stuff with a TT, like cage it and a pretty paint job and all kinds of other stuff, but it's not possible. Maybe if I did like really half-ass work and cut corners all the time, I could probably do that kind of stuff, but I won't do that stuff. That's so fun. There's still over 1,000. There's more. Come, people. More than 1,000. Have I seen the Boosted Boys Red MR2? Yeah, Trevor did a really good job painting that thing. I like the color. I think he did a super red too. Like from the 93 and ups. I think it was the color or something close to it. But it looks really good. I like it. I actually asked Trevor if he'd paint the TT. It's like, hey, want to paint the TT? Because I can help. I know how to paint. Get a CTSV now. I do have a Cadillac in my lineup of car reviews coming up though. It's a CT6. I have one of those coming up. Beep beep. Favorite car movie? Fast and Furious. The first one. Original one. I'm all like perked up now because it says over 1,000. I don't know why, like nothing changes if I have over 1,000 people watching the live streams. Like it doesn't affect anything, but it's just exciting. I don't know why. I just get a kick out of the fact there's over 1,000 of you wanting to listen to me ramble. That is insane. Taco vlogs. Oh, I could go for a taco today. I can't. I gotta get work done. Auction them off. I don't. That's so. The car giveaway things. There's so much logistics that go behind setting one of those up. I can't do one. I looked into doing it. I just don't have. Like I don't have like a big merch supply or anything. I don't even have a merch supply. I use Teespring, and I haven't made new T-shirts in forever because it's super time consuming to draw art for T-shirts. So I can't do a giveaway. I just don't have the capability of doing that. If I had a bunch of people like helping behind the scenes, probably, but I can't. Le Mans 60. I don't know what Le Mans 68 is. Oh, you know what? Senna was a really good car movie. I did really like that one. It made me cry. Sell it on Bring a Trailer. Where am I going to move to? I have put still zero effort into looking for places to move. I don't have time to look for places to move right now. Tiny Sarah is in Ohio, I think, right now. That's where she's from. Senna was an awesome movie. If you guys have never seen Senna, you should definitely watch Senna. It was really good. It's probably still on Netflix, I think. Am I into classic BMWs? Yeah, I mean, I like the 2002 Tii, whatever it is. I think those are really cool looking. And, I mean, I don't know if you could consider it E30. I mean, yeah, technically E30 is a classic. I do like E30s. I think they're really good looking cars. If I was to get another project that was a BMW, I really like the last generation of the BMW Z4M Coupe. So the one that had the S54 in it, I think. The last naturally aspirated one. I don't know what model year that is. I'm guessing it's around like 08 to 12 maybe. I don't even think that new. It's somewhere in that area. I don't know. I really like those a lot. I just saw the screen blink. Is everything good still? I think it's still going, right? Yeah, okay. That was weird. Show us my toolbox. My toolbox is, I almost swore, my toolbox is a mess. It's absolute disaster. I literally just throw crap into drawers now because you can't organize it in the drawers. Like I have piles of wrenches in a drawer, piles of sockets in another drawer. It's garbage. Do I think I would love to review a Jag. I really like Jaguars. Have I ever been? I've been to the Nürburgring a lot of times. I don't even know. I've probably driven a couple dozen laps, and I camped there and mountain biked there. And I don't know. I've done all kinds of stuff around there. I used to live really close to it, so. No, the TT has a tune on it. I think it's equivalent of a stage 2 tune. That's why I put the front mount intercooler on there because, was it not APR's website? One of the websites for, it's not APR. What is it? Revo, maybe. One of the tune websites says for stage 2 you should have a front mount intercooler, and especially living in the desert Southwest, I need a front mount, so that's why I did that. That was the one thing I was missing for my tune. Can I have my mom as a special guest? She lives halfway across the country, so no, sorry. Does Nefmoto tune? No, I think this is ME 7.5. Someone correct me if I'm wrong. No, yeah, I think I did use Nefmoto. I think that is what I used on it. I don't know. It was a while ago, I don't remember. It was at my friend Phil's shop. I used his tablet and loaded the tune onto the ECU. I think it was Nefimoto. I think. Best SUV? Watch the last vlog I did. Then you'll see. I would love to have that vehicle in my last vlog. But yeah, that thing was amazing. Do I like 70s cars? I mean, they're okay. I wasn't born in the 70s. I was not alive, so I'm not like super into them, but they're pretty, you know, I guess. I don't really think there's anything I'd own from back then. I think the oldest car I'd ever want was like probably from the 80s or so. Halloween costume? I have 3 Halloween costumes, and I didn't realize this weekend is the weekend everyone goes and does Halloween stuff because I live in like a cocoon, and I have all these Halloween costumes. I wanted to wear them, and now I don't know what to do. And I have to get work done tonight, so I can't go do anything fun for Halloween. It kind of sucks. I'll probably like do some pictures with my costumes so I can justify wasting money on them, and then I'll put them on Instagram or something. I don't know. I wish it wouldn't have came up so fast because I'm really sad. Halloween's my favorite holiday. 2012 Lexus LS 460. I don't know, I've never driven one of those. There's 1,084 people. There's almost 1,100. If we hit 1,200, I'll do an awkward dance. I won't stand up. I'll do it in my chair. It's a big incentive right there. Would I buy Need for Speed Heat? I have not played a video game in a hot minute. I do like racing games. My favorite racing game was always Gran Turismo. I liked Forza, but the physics in Forza couldn't hold a candle to Gran Turismo in my opinion. But Gran Turismo's sound effects were garbage because every car sounded like a hairdryer. In Forza, the car sounded real. That's my experience of racing games. But I haven't played one in a long time. What do I think about the BMW M140i? I don't think we have that in the States. I think the smallest M we have in the States now is the 2 Series, right? The M235 or the M2. Okay, I rode a motorcycle. I've ridden a dirt bike before, but they scare the hell out of me, and I won't touch a motorcycle. I don't know, I don't like them. Live chat in a Halloween costume? No, that's kind of cringy. I'm not gonna do that. No more plates. I actually have been taking the plates down because they keep falling constantly, and I don't want one to hit a car because that would really suck. Oh, what's the story with the Maryland license plate? I don't know. I have so many. You guys have sent me so many. I don't remember the stories on all of them. But yeah, I've been taking them down because I have to figure out a new way of hanging them without them being risk of flying off and damaging vehicles. Because it's been getting really windy, so I don't know. These ones are fine on this wall. These ones don't go anywhere. So I might just like put those ones over here or something. I don't know. Do I watch Rich Rebuilds? I've seen some of his videos. I met him in Boston. He was a really nice guy. Really funny too. My hair looks good today, thanks. I literally just threw it in a ponytail. Pull Kyla from the trunk. Kyla's not in a trunk. Have I ever thought of getting a hood scoop for my XT? No. I just want to keep the body on the Forester OE. The only thing I would do body-wise to the Forester, because I have quite a few of the Japan spec STITS parts I got from Japan Parts. Free plug to their website. But yeah, I would do, they have the black ABS plastic wheel arch moldings that are for the Forester. They're actually like an off-road looking wheel arch molding. Not really off-road looking, but they're ABS black plastic. I would actually do those and then have them color matched the satin white pearl and put those on there, so it just kind of gives it like a little bit of kind of like a little slight wide body-ish. I wouldn't call it wide body, but I think it looks really good with that. I would consider doing that. I kind of like, I like the Pro Drive wheels that I have on the Forester. I bought them because they're really light. I think they were like 6 pounds lighter a piece than the factory Enkis that came on it. But I've been thinking, like, if I, instead of selling the Forester, doing stuff with that instead, I thought about doing different wheels on it. And I have always, like, if I was going to put different wheels on the Forester, I've always wanted some bronze CE28Ns for it. Or I think they're just CE28. The N has a different color lip, I think, right? So just CE28s. But yeah, I've always wanted a set of those for it. Or the gloss black OZ Super Turismo WRC with just like, it's all gloss black, and I think it has gray writing by the spokes that says OZ, or it might be red. If I could get it with gray, that'd be better. But yeah, I really like those. I think it fits the Forester. And I'd like to do suspension upgrades to it too, but I don't want to just throw a cheap set of coilovers on there for the sake of lowering it. I would want to do an actual coilover that is like going to benefit it and not make it ride like crap. So, can I do burnout videos? No. I don't have anything to do burnouts with. I mean, I guess no, that MR2 has new tires on it. The Forester is all-wheel drive, and the CVT would explode if I tried doing a burnout with it. I could do it with the Focus, but I don't want to die from spider bites. So, and the TT, I don't want to do that with those brand new Pilot Super Sports. And I don't think it would spin all 4 tires. Maybe. Maybe it would. I don't know. So no. Sorry. Am I dyslexic? Yes. I'm dyslexic and I have OCD, which is a bad combination. Sarah Jr. moved. Small Sarah is gone. I mean, she still lives in Tucson, but and I think she's like back home right now too. Hi from UK. Send it. I need to buff. I don't care about. People keep asking about buffing the headlights on the TT. The thing doesn't even drive right now. I could care less about the headlights in that car at this current point in time. And it's full of dings and the paint is crap on it. I don't care about headlights. I will take care of them, but it's kind of like polishing a turd, you know what I mean? Like, oh, I can make the headlights look pretty, but the rest of the car looks like garbage, so you can't really, I mean, it looks fine from here, but there's gouges and scratches. There's a little bit of paint fade on the back bumper. The back bumper needs to be repainted in general. The front bumper is Swiss cheese to rock chips. The mirror on the driver's side has no clear coat. It's like, the TT needs a paint job. So I'm not really concerned about the headlights. Someone asked about my boyfriend. I don't have a boyfriend. Again. Most dudes love polishing headlights. Go buy a headlight and polish it. There's tons of them in a U-Pull junkyard. You can get them for cheap. Let's see, what else? Where are all the license plates? They're in a stack right there. Hot garbage. That is the worst smell. Oh, I got a funny story for you guys. You'll actually like this. We'll do a little bit of story time. So, it's like fly season in Arizona, probably otherwhere in the country too. But I bought this fly trap. You fill it with water and it's got some kind of thing in there that rots when you fill it with water. And it's a trap, so they go in there and they can't fly out. But the stuff stinks inside it. It's disgusting. Well, I was moving it in my garage because flies kept coming in, so I wanted to hang it up by the door. And when I hung it up, it fell. And all that stinky, rotten water poured all over my garage floor, and then instantly flies, just hundreds of flies came out of the woodworks and started coming into my garage. And it smelled like rancid, like it smelled like if you puked in a diaper and then stuck it on a dashboard of a car in the hot sun and rolled up the windows and let it sit there with cheese inside the vents by your HVAC, by your windshield wipers. That's what it smelled like in here. So I had to like put Simple Green and Febreze all over the place and scrub the garage floor and then squeegeed out into the driveway. And then it still stunk out in the driveway and flies were like landing all over the driveway and like the front of my house. So I had to like hose off my whole driveway and dissipate the crap so like it couldn't smell anymore. And it still didn't help. Then when it dried, I was just having flies landing on the dry driveway. So then I had to I used a whole bottle of Febreze, and I Febrezed all the concrete in my driveway trying to get these flies out of here. And then I threw the thing in the trash bin like an idiot, and it spilled more in the trash bin. So I put the wheelie bin out in the street, and when I went to go throw a bag of trash in there on trash day, I opened it, tossed the bag of trash in there, and it was like something out of an Alfred Hitchcock film. It was just a black wall came out of it, just like shot up. It was like an IED exploded, and it was just like everything was just exploding upward, and it was all fly. It was just thousands of flies, and it just like this cloud of fly took off, and I'm just like standing there like, what do I do? And I just left it, and the trash truck came and it dumped it, and then I poured half a bottle of bleach in the trash bin. That was my exciting story for you. Oh look, we got 1,100 people. Yay, 11:25. Anyway, I just figured I'd share that with you. This is what I should vlog? No, that's disgusting. And I just didn't have time to go grab my camera. You know what I mean? So, sorry. You love the smell of simple green? All right, let me read some more of your stuff. I just wanted to tell you guys that story. I thought it was fun. How long has the live stream been going on for? Let me scroll up real quick. Oh, cool, only half hour. Yay. I get sad when they end too quickly because I actually like doing these, but I need to do work. So, you're here for the corny jokes? I'm full of them. Elbow still hurts? No, like right now it doesn't hurt. It hurts. Honestly, it doesn't really hurt if I touch it, which is a good sign. If I accidentally bump it, no bueno. But I haven't accidentally bumped it in a while now, so I don't want to do it just for the sake of seeing if it hurts. So I'm just leaving it alone and icing it and taking it easy. DIY vinyl wrap. I don't know, what are you guys' thoughts on vinyl wrapping the TT? Like before I sell it, that was like the last thing I was gonna do, is just do a vinyl wrap on it. I wish I could paint it, but that would be like weeks of wet sanding. So weeks of primer and sanding and to do it right, because I don't want to half-ass a paint job just for YouTube. So somebody said hello, Sarah's mom. Is my mom watching? My mom does watch some of these sometimes. Cheaper than paint? Yes, definitely cheaper than paint, especially if you do a good paint job. I mean, you can do a crap paint job for cheap, but someone has asked like 600 times how tall I am. I'm 5'11". There. Now you know. Jeez. What is, someone said Earl Shred paint is $100. I don't, paint is something I would never go cheap on. You pay what you get for paint. Same thing with time. Good paint jobs take time. You can't rush them. My screen says I have 1182. One's 1178 on mine. It's getting there. It's getting there. What about Raptor paint? I don't know. What is 5'11" in centimeters? 179? 180? 100? No. 181? What is it in centimeters? What is 5'11" in centimeters? Hey Siri! Oh, I turned Siri off so I wouldn't be rude. It's on silent.
What's up?
Oh, you can hear me. Oh, so they already answered, don't worry.
Sorry, I didn't quite catch that. Could you please repeat it?
I wish I could talk to Siri like a normal person. Never mind, Siri.
There's nothing to cancel.
Okay. Will I plant a tree? If you guys don't know who just said that, Frank is referring to Mr. Beast is doing the plant 20 million trees fundraiser. I think it's like hashtag something tree. Someone put it in there. But yeah, it's a good thing to donate to. Actually, thank you for reminding me because I'm going to donate to that today too. I have planted 1, 2, 3, 4. I have planted 5 trees around my house. So I contributed. I didn't plant them all recently. I planted them all at one point in time. But yes, it's hard to plant trees here because they don't really get that big. 1,200! Yay! Awesome. But yeah, the hashtag team tree. Thank you, Frank. Yes. You guys should check that out because I'm all about that. 20 million trees. Can you imagine digging 20 million holes? That's going to take a ton of people. Even if he teamed up with Arbor Day, how 20 million trees? Like, how do you plant? That's so crazy. So definitely, yeah, I support that. That's insane. How did I get Siri to say what's up? I don't know. I don't know how she's responding to me because my phone is on mute. Like that's why I'm confused. Hey Siri. What are you doing?
Yes.
What are you doing?
Happy almost Halloween. Still looking for last-minute costume ideas. Try asking, hey Siri, what should I be for Halloween?
No. That was unexpected. I don't know. And some update made her really smart. She's still not that smart. That Android thing is smarter. Sorry, Siri, but it's true. I do have an iPhone, but I will admit Androids are smarter at asking them questions because they don't just say, here's the results on the web. And you're like, that's not what I wanted. I could Google it on the web myself. I wanted you to tell me. So, yeah, anyway, she is always listening, but that's good. I have conversations with her sometimes when I get lonely. Siri is a spy. I don't really care if Siri's spying on me because, like, I'm not doing anything wrong. So, like, I don't care. I'm not a bad egg, so she can spy on me. Siri is Barbie? That's cute. Ooh, is Russ here? Is he in the chat? I don't think Russ will ever come back to my chat. Disappointed. Oh, I got my Apple Watch back from Apple Care. It only cost me $69 to get it fixed. They just gave me a new one. They didn't fix it. You can't fix it. Wow, my brain just like exploded from reading all that. Somebody asked something about SEMA earlier. Yes, I will be at SEMA. I'm only going to be at SEMA like 2 days. 3. Well, like 2.5. So, my friend Liz Macbeth is coming too. She's going to stay with me there. So we're going to hang out, and I'm going to make a vlog there, and I don't care if that video gets a ton of views or not. I'm doing it because it's fun. So, I kind of got to the point now with YouTube where I could care less if my videos get views. Like, I want them to get enough views so I can afford to live and still do this for a living, because you really can't do YouTube and work a full job, in my opinion. You can, but like, I don't feel the content quality would be as high, you know what I mean? Because I put a lot of effort into the quality of my content. So I could care less if my videos get views. I just want them to get enough views where I can continue to make these videos for you guys. And as long as I can continue to make these videos for you guys, then I don't care. I'm happy. That's all that really matters to me. Hello from Iran. Please do a road trip video. That was my goal. Like, when did I say that? Earlier this year, I was like, yeah, I want to finish the MR2 and take it on a road trip. And then I was like, oh, I'll finish the TT and take it on a road trip. Still working on it. And the MR2, I wouldn't trust it to drive to Phoenix. Truthfully, I don't trust it that far yet. I haven't worked all the kinks out of it. And it is so sketchy. Like, I don't know if I gotta replace the steering rack or if there's anything I can do to stiffen that up, but even with an alignment, it's just like, you can go like this driving it straight. That's not No. There's still over 1,200 of you. That's dope. What are you all doing today? Honest streams are cool though. Streams are cool. I like doing live streams. They're fun. Thank you. That Matthew. That's a funny username, Matthew. That's clever. I do care, especially my car reviews. I really care about the quality of my car reviews. I try to make them better, and I like really pay attention to analytics on there so I can know what you want to hear or see about the cars when I have them, but still make them my own, because I don't want to make them feel too much like an advertisement. You know what I mean? And there's like a fine line with making a car review where it'll come off as you're just making an advertisement for that company's car, which I don't want to do because they're not paying me. So that's no. So like I try to make them more enjoyable. Like Top Gear was enjoyable to watch, or Grand Tour or whatever. It was about cars, but it was like more than just about cars. I try to like do that. So some people complain because I don't like literally just talk about every little detail spec wise, like what does this hinge do when you open this, and how much cubic inches are in this cup holder, crap like that. Like I could give a shit less, truthfully, you know what I mean? Like I just want to make the car reviews exciting and still educate people about the car and make them fun. So I don't know, but I do really pay attention to analytics so I can see what parts of the videos you guys like more. Like the garage thing, you guys really enjoy the garage stuff, the garage science stuff. And I've noticed that I can go a little bit deeper in depth about mechanical stuff on it too. So yeah. But, and then like as far as the driving part goes, like a lot of people are like, oh, take it on a racetrack, stuff like that. I don't have access to a racetrack, and I can't break the law driving the cars on the road. So I have limitations. Like as much as I would love to like do a top speed run or do something crazy, you know what I mean? Or quarter-mile tests, I can't. So I can only do so much, but I try to make them fun. I'm spaced out trying to read these. These hurt trying to read them. My roomie still has the MR2. He's parting out. Really? I don't know. I don't think I need anything from an MR2 parts wise. Like it's complete. I just need new stuff for it. New bushings. If I replace the steering rack, I'm gonna put a new steering rack in it. Like, so I don't really need anything from a parts car anymore. But thank you. The TT, I kind of do need some stuff parts wise. What's rumbling outside? That was a truck, a pickup truck. I think it was a Dodge Ram. What happened to the chair? I did the chair dance. I did two. That was my dance, all right? Who's my favorite car YouTuber? Favorite car YouTuber. I like Engineering Explained. I know he does more than just car stuff, but I like watching his videos because he educates you without making you feel like an idiot, if that makes sense. So I think that's probably one of my favorite car channels because I learn a lot when I watch his videos. So the steering is the biggest holdup on the MR2. No, not really. I got the idle issue I got to take care of, which is just a wire, but I don't want to half-ass it and just add a wire. Like I want to put it through the engine harness the way it should be. Also inside the trunk there's a plug that went to something that's not used that was hacked apart for the engine swap. I want to tidy that up a little bit. What else? My airbag light is stuck on now ever since I blew the ECU fuse from getting coolant in it. And I've tried resetting the airbag system by doing a little wire trick in the test port, and I can't get it right. So I need to take care of that. My tachometer still is kind of wonky. It doesn't read correctly. It's also, I can tell the tune, even though it's not really a tune on those cars because it's so old. Something isn't correct fueling wise because it does feel weird in the upper RPM. Kind of like it's either running out of fuel or I don't know, at first I thought it was a boost leak. I don't know what it is, but there's something not quite right tune-wise going on in there. Maybe it's because my idle air control valve isn't hooked up. I highly doubt that. That should have no effect whatsoever at upper RPM. But I don't know, I want to make sure it runs correctly before I drive the car, because I don't want to do any damage to the engine. Because if you just like do an engine swap or just slap an engine in a car and beat the hell out of it, it's gonna blow up. Like, I want to make sure I go through it thoroughly and make sure it's tuned, running properly before I go and drive the car aggressively. So that's kind of what the hang-ups are with the MR2. MAF, it does not have a MAF, so the Gen 2, I don't know if the Gen 3s, I think it's just the Gen 2 3SGTs, they have a manifold absolute pressure sensor, MAP sensor, and a, what's the other big ass box? No, that's it, right? MAP sensor? No, AFM, it's a airflow meter. So it has a airflow meter and a MAP sensor instead of having a MAF sensor, right? Did I get that right? Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. Fuel pump, I don't think it's a fuel pump. I mean, I don't think it's a fuel pump. What I think it is there might be trash in the fuel tank from having old gas in there for so long. I did replace the fuel filter on it, but I think there is a possibility there's garbage in that fuel tank, and maybe the little screen, the mesh bag on the fuel pump itself might be kind of gross, but I think the pump itself is fine. I don't know. I need to drop the tank on it anyway, because the hard pipe for the heater core that runs above it, where the bracket is that mounts it to the firewall, is cracked. So that's why my heater core is bypassed, and I have no heat in that car, and it does get a little bit cold here in the winter. I mean, it will snow here, so I gotta fix that still. And I can't drop a fuel tank in this garage. There's no way in hell to do it on a quick jack. It's just, it doesn't go high enough. And that's kind of like, I gotta stop doing crazy crap like that in the garage myself, because I am getting injured now, and it's kind of getting to the point where it's serious. If I'm potentially breaking bones working on these cars, it's not really worth it. So I don't know. I wish I had a shop. I wish I had a shop and like other people around to help me work on it. That would really help, but can't have cake and eat it too, I guess. Do I watch Project Binky? Yes, I watch Project Binky. Penguins, I like penguins. Check the filter, see if there's... Check the fuel filter again? I mean, when I took the old one off, it stunk, but there was no debris. It was just gross. How much is the jack? I think the quick jack was like $1,300 or $1,400. I just swallowed a burp. I don't know if I played that off and you couldn't tell, but I did. So I'm gonna own up to it. Do I watch Hubbub? Hubbub on YouTube? I don't know what Hubbub is, but it sounds cute. Hubbub. Do I go to the movies? I haven't physically gone to a movie theater in probably, I don't know, like 2 years. The last movie I saw in a theater was Wolverine. The last Wolverine movie. I forgot what it was called. That was the last movie I saw in a theater, to give you an idea of how long it's been. I've been watching movies here at night though, on Netflix, trying to like de-stress from working on cars and YouTube, dealing with all the crap that is associated with doing YouTube for a living. When am I coming up for Phoenix? I did last weekend. There's a video of it. Watch the video and you'll see I went to Phoenix. Chandler, whatever. Phoebe, Monica, Rachel, Joey. Who's the last one? Ross. Logan. There you go. Thank you. Yeah. Netflix and chill? No, it's just Netflix and sit there with a stuffed animal frog. Someone keeps asking if I'm a lesbian. No, I'm not. But if I was, there's nothing wrong with that. But no, I'm not. Review the new Defender? That would be so dope. I don't know if I'll ever get to. How about I hate country music? I'm sorry, I'm gonna piss somebody off. I don't like country music. I like almost all types, genres of music, but I don't like country. I don't know. I just don't like the sound of it. I like Taylor Swift though. Does that count? It's got to count for something, right? Yeah. Okay. Was that my get out of jail free card? Because I said I like Taylor Swift. Review the GX460. I just had a chance to review one of those, I think, and I didn't take it. Sorry. Thoughts on a GTR? Nissan needs to come out with a new model of GTR. Like, it's been far. Nissan needs to refresh a lot of models. They're way too past due, and there's no excuse anymore on not coming out with new models of their cars. The only thing that is an excuse is the Frontier, because the D21 was before the Frontier, and that went on from what, 87, 86 up until, what was the last year of that? I think the Frontier started in 01. I think the Frontier started in 04. I don't know, the Frontier's getting close to that too now. That's the only one that gets a get out of jail free card. But yeah, Nissan has no excuse for not coming out with a new GTR or a new Z. I think they're just letting the Z die personally. I don't think we're gonna see a new Z. Nissan has gone from what they used to be in the 90s. It's really disappointing. It's like disheartening because I really like Nissan, but like, I don't know. I'm just kind of upset that they haven't refreshed new cars. Dream car review. Dream car review. I don't know what would my dream car review would be. I don't know. I don't know. I can't answer that. I like too many cars. Frontier was from 98. Really? Okay. So the 86 to 98 was the D21. It was 86, right? I don't know. Do I regret leaving the Air Force? No, I do not. At all. I got out of the Air Force and graduated college. So it was worth it. Even though I don't use my degree now, and by the way, listening to me talk sometimes, you wouldn't think I'm educated. I think going to college was beneficial. So I'm glad I did go to college and graduate. It was just kind of like a life accomplishment for me. And I graduated with a 3.9, so 3.92 GPA. So I did good. It was not really a BS degree. And not by BS, I don't mean Bachelor of Science. I mean bullshit. It's in logistics. It's kind of a useful field. But whatever. Renault. I like Renault, whatever. I like their cars. I don't know. I want to see Nissan make a comeback. I really do. But who knew? How's my elbow feeling? Still the same. It's just stiff and kind of sore. Magna cum laude. Thank you. I had a brain fart. I have brain farts a lot. Let's see how long this is going on for. Oh my god, it's almost been an hour. Damn. That means I can go back to work on this TT. Oh well, whatever. What do you guys do? Is anybody going out for Halloween type stuff tonight? Let me know in the chat thingy if you're staying in or going out for Halloween. I don't know why that's relevant, but I just want to see what people are doing. It'll make me feel better for knowing that I'm not doing anything. Yeah. Konnichiwa. How did I end up in Arizona? I was stationed here. Renault Alpine 110. Those things are rad. Wait, isn't it Alpine? I thought, well, Renault owns Alpine. I thought Alpine was just like its own thing. Like Lexus is its own thing, even though it's owned by Toyota. I thought Alpine was like its own thing. Yes? I don't know. I saw the Grand Tour episode though with that Alpine. That thing was, I liked that a lot. It was cool. Stretch that elbow. I am using it. It's moving around. Definitely going to be a GTR and Z replacement. Yeah, that's what they've been saying for a while now. I know the GTR, they won't let it die off, but the Z, I'm really skeptical about the Z. It'll probably come back as something garbage, like an electric, like crossover, and they'll call it a Z. I don't know. I don't have a good outlook for a Z replacement coming, because they've been like teasing it for so long and still nothing. I'm just kind of like, I don't know. They could just like take the, what was it, the Q whatever Red Sport, Q60 Red Sport, and just make something out of that chassis and just call it a Z, but I don't know. Your local dealer had an LFA sitting in their showroom for years. That's crazy. Oh, well, they're super expensive. I can see why. All I do is work on junk. I do. Maybe someday I won't work on junk and I'll have a big shop and I can work on awesome builds, but for now I'll just keep doing what I do. Someone asked again about Sir Codsworth. He's sitting in the driveway infested with spiders. But yes, I think I'm going to, oh, let me show that. Show. There. I think I'm just gonna end the live stream though, so I can go back to work on the TT. I want to try to start it today. That's my goal. I'm gonna try. I really actually didn't feel that good slapping my leg like that. But yeah, I'm gonna try to get to work on this thing so I can try to start it, see what happens. But anyway, thanks for watching the live stream, you guys, and I hope if you do Halloween stuff, you have a safe Halloween, or if you have kiddos, I hope they have a safe Halloween. And I'll do another live stream when I get back from SEMA. Yeah. Okay. Bye. See ya. Adios. Where's the button to stop this thing?